Yo, traveling on, back with another video. I've got a fun one today. I'm here at the bus terminal in Seoul, South Korea. It is a holiday today. It's called Founders Day. So a lot of people are kind of off work, but I know that bus terminal will be open today because of all those who travel. So today we're gonna do another comparison with the DJI Action 5 Pro, the DJI Action 4, and the DJI Pocket 3. So I did a night comparison, and today I thought it'd be really cool to do a daytime comparison and maybe even go into the bus terminal and give some of you guys an indoor comparison if I've got time. So that is what is in the docket today. Let's get started. Okay, folks, let's do this again. We've got the 3 battery settings for the cameras. Right off the bat, it is not as bright of a picture in the Action 4. It is a bit dark for the factory settings. I am liking the Action 5 Pro for factory settings. It's not bad. The Pocket 3 looks a little like washed out, but the colors look really good on the Action 5 Pro there. So now we've got normal color profile, 4K 30, and the difference here is the Indy 8s. So we're doing perfect motion blur. Let's take a look. Now with the perfect motion blur, the Action 4 looks, a little jittery, micro jitters going on. You can also see it in the Action 5 Pro, but you do have the perfect motion blur. The Pocket 3 looks good there. Now we've got the 1/120, the shutter speed on the Action 4 and 5 Pro. We've got quadruple the shutter speed. Let's take a look. It still looks dark in the Action 4, but it is looking better on the micro jitters. You don't have the perfect motion blur as I'm showing you all here. But for vlogging, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, now we've got the motion blur for both cameras, but normal color versus D-Log M. What do you think? The D-Log M is a bit brighter. There's more detail in the clouds on the normal color though. Do you notice that? That's interesting. Wow. Okay. So now we've got the shutter speed versus the motion blur D-Log M. So I'm liking the the normal color doesn't look that bad, but what do you all think? You might have to go back and look at this. So now we've got the Pocket 3 and the Action 5, but the Action 5 is using the gimbal here. So what do you all think? This is the gimbal test. Tim, I know you mentioned you liked that gimbal. So how's that looking? The Action 5 Pro gimbal looks great. I forgot to turn off the horizon balancing, but it looks pretty good. So what do you all think? Yeah, it was pretty short on each of those walks. Feel free to go back and take a look, pause, and try to determine what profile you think is going to work best for you for those daytime comparisons. I would love some dialogue. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you thought worked best. Overall, I feel like the normal color profile for the daytime is pretty solid. The D-Log M seems to be a bit brighter. You can always kind of mess in post with color grading though as well. But I thought the normal color profile did pretty well. And you got that bonus footage of the gimbal again on the Action 5 Pro versus just the Pocket 3. And you got to see just that versatility of utilizing the action cameras with the gimbal. So that is pretty cool. I've got some bonus footage, some indoor bonus footage of the Action 5 Pro. So that's going to be pretty cool for you guys to check out. And I conclude at the end of the video. So let's jump right into the indoor footage. Okay, I'm giving out a shout out to my man Donovan, one of my subscribers to my YouTube channel. He was very interested to see how it would do indoors, like at malls. And so I currently have the DJI Action 5 on my backpack strap, and I'm just walking around inside a mall. So shout out to Donovan. And I am attached to the DJI Mic 2. I have the DJI Mic lavalier plugged into the DJI Mic 2. And so, how is this looking? Now, my current settings for this is 4K 30, 1/200/8000. I'm doing D-Log M. And then auto ISO 100 to 1600, and the EV is at 0, and then also -2 texture, which is sharpness, and -1 noise reduction. So how is this looking? I'm gonna go, let's take a look. Oh, okay, I'll go through here. It's a little crowded here, so it's kind of hard to kind of get a good understanding. This is at one of the department stores, Shinsegae department store, but I'm here at, I think I might have mentioned that earlier, I'm here at Bus Terminal. It is the largest, it's the largest bus terminal in Korea, basically. It's in the main city of Seoul. When I moved here 6 years ago, the bus terminal has drastically changed. They have really upped their game on Bus Terminal, and it's quite a place to visit now. Even on, well, I guess it is a holiday today, like I mentioned, so there are a lot of people here, a lot more than I had imagined. Now, the nice thing about this location is that it's only 2 subway stops away from my house. I can actually bike here faster than the subway ride, though. So I live pretty close to here. This whole area, as you can see, has been completely renovated. I don't even recognize it anymore. But yeah, this is really nice because I currently have the screen off on this. So let me see if I can show you all. I think I see a mirror over here. Yeah, there it is. You can see that the screen is off. So that's nice because I'm very passively recording. It's very inconspicuous. Oh, there's Five Guys. Super off the chain here in Korea. When they first opened this Five Guys, it was crazy busy. I have not been to Five Guys in Korea. I did go in SoCal, but it was overpriced and not as tasty as In-N-Out. But that'll be the day when In-N-Out comes to Seoul, South Korea. That would be amazing. But I'm not holding any true hope for that. But anyways, hope you all kind of get an understanding of how this looks for indoors. I like this way of recording because, as you can see, my hands are free. I've got the DJI mic, a lavalier, so you don't even see the mic on myself. You only see the camera, but the camera is turned off. So no one even bats an eye at all with this type of setup. And you can sometimes, some malls, I'm not sure about Bus Terminal because it's not technically a mall, but in some locations in Korea, like private malls, they kind of frown upon you recording. But that's because if you're carrying like a gimbal and a full frame camera, it looks very professional and they get intimidated by that. But that's the advantage of having these small frame action cameras. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it over to normal color profile and see what you all think about that. Okay, so now I have it on the normal color profile rather than the D-Log M. And How does that look compared to the D-Log-M? I'll walk around with the normal color profile so you can kind of get an understanding of the DJI Action 5 Pro. I've done a walk around with the Action 4 before, and while I was pleased with it, I wasn't as excited about what turned out. I do have it currently on 4K 30. I normally, like I've mentioned in some previous videos, I normally like recording like vlogs and things in 4K 60, but as many of you know, it doesn't bring in as much light, or it doesn't give you as much light. So you're going to bring in more light and less noise with 4K 30. It's just that you know, you get less frames, so it's just not going to be as smooth. But it's kind of dark over here, so I'm going to be curious as to see if this is going to hold up. Yeah, but this is really nice. It's very, I mean, no one knows at all that I'm recording. Not that I'm trying to be a creep or anything like that, but it is nice because it's very inconspicuous. You don't draw any attention to yourself, and I don't even have the DJI mic on my shirt. So that's the advantage of having the lavalier. Other than just talking to myself in public kind of looks weird, but when you get to be my age, you know, you don't really care what people think about you anymore. But I suppose that's a lesson for all ages, right? Don't worry about what people think, because who cares what they think about you? You know, as long as you're confident with who you are and you're not obviously breaking any laws or harming them. Yeah, I read an article that said if things that don't matter are things that you shouldn't worry about after the age of 50. And one of them said, don't worry about the clothes that you wear. So yeah, that's cool. I like that because I'm much into just wearing clothes that are comfortable. But I know most men my age, and just a couple weeks I'll be turning 51. So most people my age, you know, they don't dress like I do. I dress very, maybe too casual, but it's all good, man. It's all good. As long as you're comfortable, that's the most important. And it's kind of ironic because I live in a country like Korea that is very much into their looks. Plastic surgery, cosmetics, makeup. It's all very prominent in Korea because it's all about looking good on the outside, and that's unfortunate. Hopefully as the new generations come about, this is a good opportunity for me to walk through a darker area, see what you all think about it. But yeah, Korea is really into that right now, and many of you who know like K-pop and K-dramas, there is an allure to Korea, I guess. But yeah, Koreans kind of have to hopefully get past the whole hang up on looking at people from the outside. You know, it's obviously far more important. Beauty is far more important on the inside than the outside. So can I hear an amen? Anyways, yeah, but going back to camera gear, what do you all think? I would love to hear some of your feedback on this, because I think something like this setup is really nice, especially if you're like traveling and you're wanting to go and just record just a really cool area, or indoors where, you know, like you just want to remember and soak everything in. I think that's really important to be able to have a camera that, especially for those of you who are very self-conscious about holding a stick and a camera. I'm not worried as much about that. but some people are very kind of nervous and reticent about vlogging in public. But I think something like this DJI Action 5 Pro attached to your backpack is a really passive way of doing it. And yes, I have used the Pocket 3 in this same setup with the DJI Pocket 3 adapter that you can mount just like I have the Action 5 on my shoulder strap. But that is a bit more, I guess, obvious per se. I mean, I have walked around with the Pocket 3 before, but because of the form factor of the Action 5, it's even better in terms of really not looking like anyone is recording. So this is just a great way to make memories and not have to hold up anything. You're unencumbered completely, and so you can just live the experience of traveling or documenting what is in your neighborhood or wherever without having to look kind of silly in public. I mean, but as you can see, I mean, I'm walking by, people are not looking at me at all. But if I had my ZV-E10 with my DJI Ronin S gimbal and I was walking around with a big microphone on top of it, oh my goodness, I would probably be asked to leave, stop recording, and people would be like dodging me. They'd be walking on the other side. They're like, please don't record me. So this is like so much easier. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll walk down here because I was down here earlier with the D-Log M. So I'll come down here now in this lower area and record with the normal color profile and see what you all think. Especially if you are looking to invest in the Action 5 Pro, you really want to get a better understanding of the best settings. Yeah, you can record in perfect motion blur, but you're just going to see micro jitters all over the place. Like that jello effect, you know? So here you've got, I'll just walk back over here so you can kind of see what the normal color profile looks like again compared to the D-Log M. And coming back up here to Five Guys. I personally like recording in horizon balancing because, you know, obviously, you know, action cameras are very wide and the focal length is very small. I mean, not very wide focal length. And so I just don't like that distorted, like GoPro action look. So that's why I like doing horizon balancing, and because it looks more like an actual, you know, camera, not an action camera. But to each his own. I know some people like recording in wide because they get to see more of what's around them, but I just don't like that wide look. I guess there's times that you would want that if you have it mounted on your helmet and you're biking or whatever, but I don't know. I just like it in horizon balancing. Okay, I'm pretty much just rambling on. Yeah, if you're still listening to this, comment down below where you live. That actually would be pretty cool. That would be an indication to me that this bonus material that I post is getting to some of you all. So comment down below what city and country, or you don't have to name specifically your address or anything like that, but I would be really curious to hear where you all are from, because I think that's the amazing thing about technology. I mean, you already know my age, so just growing up, even without the internet, all this stuff is just amazing to me. It still blows my mind in terms of, is this the way to the subway? I have totally forgotten. I'll come down here and hope it is. But yeah, I'm always mind blown when it comes to being able to understand. Oh no, I think I'm going down to the parking lot. Yeah, I'm coming down to the parking lot. My mistake. I definitely don't own a car, so this was not the right place to go. Anyways, let me take you through a Korean parking lot because they are so nice. I mean, look at this. Look at this parking lot. This is how all Korean parking lots look. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna get ran over here. Anyways, because we have so little space in Korea, it's basically the size of you know what? I can't get out of here. I'm gonna have to go the other way. It's basically the size of the state of Indiana. We have to build under, so all of our garages are underneath the buildings. So it's not going to be surprising to see 3, 4, maybe 5 levels of parking underneath. Anyways, oh yeah, I was just saying, like, I think it's so crazy that I can record something and on the same day post it online for the world to see. And I haven't even done live streaming yet. I think that's just crazy that I can live stream with my data on my phone, which is insane. I'm gonna have to do a live stream one day. I just don't know how many of you would actually tune in, but I don't know. I'd like to do a live stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Live stream is down the road. I guess I have enough followers to do a live stream, or subscribers, but I just don't actually know how to do all that yet. I'm gonna have to do some research on live streaming, etc., etc. But okay, here we go. We're going towards the subway now. Line 3 and line 7 and line 9. Actually, I wonder, yeah, maybe I'll take the subway home. I was thinking about biking. Perhaps that could be another day. Anyways, you all, I'm going to call it, and maybe I'll take you down with me into the labyrinth of the subway system here in Seoul. This is bus terminal. Even though it's a bus terminal, bus station, there's 3 subway lines that connect to bus terminal, line 3, 9, and 7, which is really, really cool. Where am I going? Okay, this way. So, yeah, from this very station, you can pretty much get anywhere in all of Korea, whether by bus, by train, it'll connect you anywhere. Anyways, that's, I think, one of the things that I really love about living in a metropolitan city like Seoul. I know, like, probably New York is the closest thing you can get to having the conveniences of public transportation, maybe Chicago, but I do love not having to own a car. Just the maintenance of a car, the car insurance, the maintenance, the gas. It's nice not to own a car. Okay, now I'm definitely rambling. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go now. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. I really appreciate it. It is my pleasure to provide this material for you. I know I've been doing a lot of camera stuff these days, but I am looking forward to doing a vlog. For those of you who are interested in vlogs, I will be doing a vlog soon on the DJI Action 5 Pro to help you all see real life examples of vlogging with the Action 5 Pro. You only like see me do test with it. Of course, I do have some vlogs in my YouTube channel highlighting the Action 4, but I think the Action 5 is going to even do better. I did a vlog in Hanoi. It was a little dark on that vlog, but let me switch this over to, all right. Anyways, I am gonna get going. Thank you all so much. God bless. Peace.